Hello, hello, and welcome to the Megan Millen podcast. I am Megan Milinovich, and if you can't tell, we are recording this at night. It's giving After Hours with Megan. It's giving Megan After Dark. Maybe I should record this all in ASMR. Just kidding, I will not. We are talking about multiple things today. I have it all in the Notes app on my phone. The Notes app in a girl's phone is an interesting place. I have thought this for a while. If you are a girl, if you are anyone who writes in the Notes app of their phone, you know that you keep everything in there. You keep your darkest secrets, you keep little jokes, you keep pictures, you keep your passwords. And if anyone ever accesses my Notes app, they could destroy me. But got it all in here of what we're talking about today. First things first that we're talking about are emotions. This is a common theme I've talked about in previous podcasts on Instagram, TikTok. And emotions are so powerful and they are so influential. It is worth talking about time and time again. Emotions are how you create. Emotions are hot. Emotions can dictate the accuracy of your intuition. And the first thing I want to touch on is how people associate negative connotations with negative emotions. I literally posted about this a few days ago, and I'm here to tell you your negative emotions such as shame, guilt, anger, sadness, etc., depression, anxiety, whatever you are experiencing is the best thing to happen to you. Why? Because you are meant to experience those emotions. It is literally why souls come back to earth. It is to experience emotions, to experience these feelings, to give them unconditional love no matter what, meaning give yourself unconditional love no matter what, because true nature you vibrates at a place of happiness, love, joy, and through limiting beliefs we take on throughout life is where we start to take on these lower frequency emotions, as you can call them. But the point is to love yourself even when you are feeling these things. There's good and bad in everything. There's good in the anger, there's bad in the anger. I don't look like it because I am outwardly a positive person. My soul chose to be positive in this lifetime. But trust me when I say I have an angry streak in me. I'm laughing because if you are ever reading me, or if you've ever been in an intuition class with me, if you've ever seen quite literally anyone read me, what comes up so frequently is my anger. Angry that I think that I can't create my thoughts and ideas. Angry at my body. Angry that I feel like I'm a victim of my own life. Angry at men. Angry at the spiritual work. Anger is low-key brewing in me at all moments. And I'm being a little dramatic saying at all moments, but it's very easy for me to slip into an anger mindset because that's what I've defaulted to for the past 30 plus years of my life without even really knowing it. I didn't even realize how much anger I had stored in my body because trauma stores itself in your physical form until I started healing and shifting my emotional wounds. So where was I going with this? Okay, yes, I get I seem positive, but I am also angry. And I don't want to say I am angry, I experience anger. Flip that script to don't claim these things you're experiencing like anger, sadness, anxiety, depression. You are experiencing that, again, because true nature you vibrates out of happiness, love, joy. True nature you vibrates at unconditional love no matter what. So the anger I'm experiencing is the best thing to happen to me. And it took me a while to get to this place because I used to be angry at my anger, being like, why did I choose to take on this anger in my lifetime? Why can't I seem to shift it? Why is it getting harder and harder to seem to shift it? And the truth is, things that are the bane of your existence, the emotions you are experiencing, you are meant to become a master over. So currently I am mastering anger, amongst other feelings and emotions, such as I have to work harder than everyone else. I'm in this work and I still fall into a victim mindset of thinking things are impossible and that I cannot change them like this. You are not a victim. Nothing is impossible. You can change anything starting right now today. But instead of feeling a type of way towards those limiting beliefs or emotions, love them. Partially because they're hot, like I mentioned at the beginning of the podcast. You can call me crazy, but it is a little endearing when a chick is angry. Guys find that hot. There is never a boring day with me. I would like to say I'm closet crazy, but I will also very much outwardly present as crazy. Wait, this is the perfect segue into what I wanted to talk about next. Next on the Notes app was to talk about my Hinge experience so far. When I say so far, literally over a year ago, I've been on Hinge on and off for years, but over a year ago, I had a one-on-one meeting with my mentor where he was channeling for me, go on Hinge, put yourself out there. And I was on and off with it, wishy-washy about it. And that was over a year ago. That was literally January of last year. He pulls the same thing for me again in the late summer, early fall. So I'm like, okay. Let me start to take this a little more seriously. So in the fall, I started taking Hinge a little more seriously. At first, I live in Phoenix. At first, I was hearing to set it to Dallas. And what's funny is I was going on a trip to Dallas in the fall around that time. But then I kept it there and I was thinking, why is it still in Dallas? I'm not gonna have some guy fly out here to come see me. I'm not flying out to go see some guy. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking, I'm like, okay. What's going on here? I asked one of my intuitive friends. She's like, yeah, set it back to Phoenix. So here we are back on Hinge in Phoenix, being consistent on it. And I've been consistent on it. I want to give myself credit since October. It's currently February 12th, 2026. Since October 2025, I have been consistent on it. At least 75% consistent on it, okay? And with intuition, I could channel percentages, and that's the percentage I just channeled. But I love the emotions that come out when I'm on Hinge, when guys are talking to me from Hinge. Because, okay, guys, part of my soul pool, we all have soul pools and purposes. We all have a reason why we come back to Earth, essentially. Part of my purpose is to experience high levels of emotions and within a 180 turn within a short time frame. Does that make sense? Like I could be here, if you can't see, I'm on the video, I have my hand high, and I could go crash like really quickly. Like even before I came on to record this, I was literally 2 seconds away from losing my mind because I bought arugula that needed to be washed still and had dirt on it. And my higher self was like, this is funny. And I was like, I'm gonna lose this shit. But that's how quickly I experience emotional turns or changes. And she's right, it's funny. I was able to share it with you guys today. So on Hinge, I am LOLing at my emotions on this. Part of it part of it is humbling because you create all situations and circumstances around you. It goes the same on a dating app. So it is very humbling to see how guys respond to me, how they ghost me, how they whatever me, because that's just a reflection of whatever I'm holding to be true at this time. There's my ASMR. I hope no guys I like actually end up seeing this podcast because they're gonna be like, who the F is this chick? But I have a few Hinge stories I wanted to share. One being back in December around the holidays. Guys, I'm thankful for Hinge because it actually has shown me how quickly you can manifest things. And it really just throws into your face. You control you. You control everything happening to you. And nothing is really happening to you. Things are happening for you. So back in December, I have this guy who's doing all of the textbook correct things that you would expect a guy to do if he wants to go on a date with you. Got my number quickly, was timely in his messaging to me, was saying, I will text you on this date to let you know for the plan for our date on this date. You get what I'm saying? Timely, organized, seemed interested. And then all of a sudden he ghosts me. And all I can think is, what the? I'm like, what? Okay. Because guys, I will act like the cool chick. And I am the cool chick. The cool chick who will drink a beer with you, who will watch sports with you. I actually do authentically love all those things. Be a little cutesy flirty with you. I will do all of that. And yes, I outwardly present with that initially, but then I can turn crazy. I do turn crazy in the best way possible, in the most endearing way possible. Again, it is never a dull moment with me. And it's not like I don't warn the boys of this also. Let me actually read what one of my Hinge prompts is. It's like I'm warning them of what they are getting into. Okay, live from the Hinge app. The first prompt, I'm laughing because it's like my first picture is this cutie little smiling picture of me is one of when I was bike riding in Florida. And then the first prompt is, dating me is like riding a really fun up-down windy roller coaster that you're securely strapped into. I'm painting the picture. You are securely strapped with me if you are with me, meaning I am loyal to a fault almost. I will say I'm loyal to a fault. If you are with me, I am with you. Like my eyes aren't roaming. I'm not cheating. I'm not doing those things. I am so flippin' loyal. But in that loyalty, I am crazy. I'll be up, down, up, down, up, down. I will take you up, down, right, left, windy turns on the roller coaster of cray. But that's what makes it fun, right? So this guy ghosts me and I'm thinking, okay, because with him I was being flirty, blah, 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 like what you do initially when you're dating someone. And don't say you don't act polite or putting your best foot forward type of way when you're initially meeting someone. Yes, the crazy comes out eventually, but I am not leading with the crazy. And I'm intuitive, so I could read his thoughts, and his thoughts are all of a sudden like flipping the script on me, and I'm like mentally having a fight in my head with this guy. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, okay. We don't even know each other yet. So I'm asking my higher self. I'm using my intuition. Okay, what is this a reflection of? XYZ things. Okay, so I start shifting XYZ things. And in this midst of shifting this reflection, and the reflection was, if I can remember, me not prioritizing myself, me getting really high off of the idea of going on a date, and specifically knowing that my energetic work attracted a guy who wasn't being lame, essentially who I would go on a date with. I was more high about that than like the actual date itself. More high on the energetic working than the physical thing of it. And there's one more. Let me see if I can remember. And it was a little bit of a classic manifestation, embodying and feeling the emotions of someone in flow, someone in their feminine who is going on the date. And I remember I'm on a walk and I'm pulling these things for myself, and I start to kind of get a little angry, like a little in a hizzy, angry at the spiritual work. This is a common theme with me too. I experience anger towards the spiritual work being like such a mind fuck. You have to do this, then this, then this, then I have to do this. And like I get in a hizzy in my mind. Things I have to shift and do in order to attract the thing I desire. And at this point, I'm so over the dude. I don't even desire to attract that. I just desire to see that my energetic work is working. So I'm like, okay, so I'm on a walk. I'm pulling these tools for me. I'm starting to go through a little bit of a spiral again. And guys, your brain is crazy. I love the brain. If anything, I'm telling my brain more and more and more how much I love it. I say the brain is crazy because the brain is where your limiting beliefs truly reside and come from. True nature us leads with our heart. I've said this in my previous podcast. Your heart has the largest electromagnetic field. It radiates the largest electromagnetic field out of any other organ in your body. It's 100 times stronger, the field that it radiates, 100 times stronger than your brain. You live in true happiness and harmony when your brain, oh my God, I said your brain and I was holding my heart. Your heart, your brain, with your intuition, with your physiological state are all in coherence with each other. I say that because at this moment in time, nothing was in coherence and my brain was spiraling and I let it. I just let it spiral. And I'm on my walk and I'm getting all fiery. I'm thinking, this guy's even just lucky he has my phone number in his phone. My phone number is a crystal. Guys, actually, one of the most brilliant things that have come out of one of my spirals. This is why you should love your anger. This is why you should love your fieriness. I'm on this walk thinking, this guy has my number in his phone. It's a crystal. And you know, people, I don't carry crystals, but people have crystals, right? To attract money, to attract the career, to attract the guys, to attract whatever, health, right? I mean, my phone number is a crystal and this guy's getting all this attention. This guy's level. I'm getting fired up again. This guy's life is getting better because he has my phone number in his phone. It's a crystal. And then I got home from my walk and I cooled down a little bit. But trust me, I still think that. I'm like, if anyone has my phone number, that's a crystal in your cell phone. How lucky are you? Everyone should use this as a hack. Anyone who has your phone number, whether it be a friend, family number, whatever, they are lucky to have your phone number. Their life is literally up-leveling by just knowing you and knowing that they can contact you at any minute, because that is the truth. That is actually the truth. That is factual. You are back on this earth for a purpose, and you are contracted to help people, including the people who have your phone number. I laugh, but I'm so flippin' serious. I cool down, I get my mind right, I do my energetic work, and then I'm like, okay, I'm in a more of a state of neutral, I should say. Your intuition is not emotional. Your intuition is neutral. Me being in that fiery, angsty state on my walk, all emotions. And I let it happen, which is fine. Love that. Again, I had the best idea on that walk. And then what do you know? 2 days later, maybe, he texted me back. And then I ghosted him. Guys, I have this speed. I'm either at the train station, okay? Picture this with me. This guy texts me back. And when he was initially texting me, he was catching me at a time where I like to use the analogy, I was at the train station waiting. I was at rest. It's like, okay, yeah. It's like, I'm ready to go on a date. Like, you know what I mean? And then he ghosted me. And I'm going to put ghosting in quotations because he messaged me back. I ghosted him. But when he messaged me back, the train has already left the station. I'm in the next state. I'm in the next continent. That's also part of my emotions 180, going up, down, up, down, down. Like, I'm either at the rest or at the rest. I'm either at rest or I am in the next continent. And that's part of my emotions going 180, up, down, up, down. I'm either at rest at the train station or I am going 500 miles per hour and I am in the next continent. And guys, this is part of my emotions going 180 that I love. Again, that I love. It's endearing, it's funny, it's charming. And if you didn't hop on at the train station rest, you ain't coming on now. And guys, I love my 180 emotions. Trust me, there are times I hate it. I'm catching myself at a good time where I love it. Tell me how this isn't hot. Honestly, from a romantic relationship area of life POV, since we're talking about Hinge especially, the chaos, the little bit of drama is endearing, is charming, is what draws guys to you. Guys want to be leaders. When you're in this like little drama chaotic state, they want to come help you. They find it cute. Tell me different. Tell me why any rom-com, any Hollywood movie, any great rom-com, there is a little bit of a crazy chick in it. My favorite rom-com movie is The Notebook. Love it. Allie is literally a crazy chick. Noah loves it. Noah eats that up and thrives in her presence, thrives when she is at her craziest. And guys, I was even talking about this at my nail salon to my nail tech. We were talking about movies. She's doing my nails and she's watching Twilight. I was like, what? But I'm like, okay, we could talk about that. No, guys, literally she has one AirPod that she wears, has her phone propped up on the side, and she is painting my nails, watching Twilight simultaneously. Part of me thinks it's weird. Part of me is like, go for it, because it's less chitter chatter between us. I love and enjoy talking, but sometimes, right, when you are just getting your nails done, your massage, your facials, like, I just don't want to talk. So part of me is relishing in this. I'm like, okay, yeah, watch your movie and I'll just sit there and like doze off. Not doze off, but like, you know, be in my own little la la land. But she starts talking about Twilight. She's a Twilight diehard fan, apparently. And she starts saying how it's one of the best, if not the best, movies she's ever seen. And I'm like, you've got to be flipping kidding me. First of all, the Twilight movies suck. I haven't even seen all of them. I've maybe seen the first one, maybe even half of the first one. The acting is terrible. They don't even do the books justice, okay? And I tell her, I'm like, the acting blows. I more or less say that. And I don't know how from there we got on the topic of The Notebook. And I'm like, oh, I love The Notebook. And she's like, I hate The Notebook. And I'm like, what? And she's like, yeah, Allie's so toxic. What, just like a cliche word to use in society today. No one or nothing is toxic. You are creating the toxicity. And if you are attracting constant toxicity, there probably is a little bit of you that actually likes that, but you are creating it. But whatever, I don't go down that whole rabbit hole with her. I just go, and you think Twilight isn't toxic? Edward manipulates Bella to be a vampire. If that's not manipulation, if that's not toxicity, then I don't know what is. My point being, the craziness is enduring. The craziness is attractive. The emotions are attractive. And guys, I'm looking at my notes app. I'm LOLing at my Hinge bio that I was telling you guys about me being like a roller coaster ride that you are securely strapped into. It's almost like I'm giving these guys a heads up. And I was laughing at this because this is what, it's funny and nuts. It's funny and not. How Hollywood and politicians do this. Guys, hear me out. Hollywood will literally tell us bad stuff before it happens. Same with politics. Politics will tell us bad stuff before it happens. Obama, was it 2013, in one of his speeches, he was talking about a pandemic, and in 2020 a pandemic happened. Obama was also a executive producer on this movie on Netflix. Let me actually look up the name really quick. Because first of all, what president is an executive producer on a Netflix movie? No one. So that's odd. Leave the World Behind. An apocalyptic psychological thriller. That's enough to be like, what are you talking about? What president is producing that? And in the movie, if you haven't watched it, I highly recommend it. They law of preview us, and they law of preview us because in return, they'll have less severe soul karma. They try to mitigate soul karma because they're essentially telling us, hey, this is what the plan is for happening in the future. And like, oh, we're warning you in return of hope that nothing severely bad happens back to them. Anyways, in the movie, the law of preview, there's a universal law of previews, but without going down that rabbit hole, they preview this boat crashing onto the beach, like this huge boat. And literally after this movie, I don't know the time frame, the length between that scene, when the movie came out and that scene in the movie, but there was literally this huge cargo ship that crashed into a bridge and killed people. Okay, so that's one. And they're trying to preview things of what you should do and normalize what would happen if the world was essentially ending. It's like, first of all, no, we should not normalize the chaos. We become so numb to it and it's concerning, but just know when things are happening like that, that's not normal. We all have our own discernment. We all have our own intuition. That's not normal. Meaning the apocalyptic stuff, that's not normal. And guys, they do this all the time. And again, Hollywood, politics, the news, like the whole Savannah Guthrie, is that how you pronounce her last name? her mom her mom disappearing. When I look in intuitively, it is a total dark force intention to keep your eyes away from the Epstein files, from all of the kids ICE has rescued. Like, guys, I saw they interrupted this story about Savannah Guthrie's mom, like during the Olympics even, like total dark force intent. And if you don't believe that, I was literally reading a tweet on X. Is that what we still call them, even though it's not Twitter? A tweet on X. And the person was saying, this captor is asking for however much money in Bitcoin. And Savannah's net worth is $40 million plus. And I swear to God, the Bitcoin ask was only $6 million. Like, they know this woman, Savannah Guthrie, is worth so much more. I really feel like I'm butchering her last name. So, like, don't come for me for that. Total dark force intent. But to loop it back to what I was talking about, law of previews. That's what I'm doing on my Hinge profile. I'm law of previewing the boys. I hope any guy I like or end up with does not see this. They're gonna know my tricks. Law of previewing the boys. I'm basically showing the boys and law of previewing them at the same time. Hey, I'm a cool chick, but I'll get a little crazy. But again, guys, the whole point of this is love your emotions. When you look back in hindsight at times where you may have popped off, gotten angry, or sad, I'm not saying 100% of the time. A lot of the time I look back and think, man, that was either funny or I'm glad I was vulnerable. It taught me something. That moment where I popped off, it taught me something. Be wildly thankful for them. I know how they can be the best and worst thing to happen to you. Again, I experience a 180-degree emotional roller coaster. I won't say daily because I have better tools to manage it, but it happens still. Even with the tools to manage it, sometimes it happens because sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna let it rip. I don't care. Love those moments. It is 1000% a part of your purpose to experience it. I say it, whatever emotion, whatever obstacle, whatever problem you think is happening to you is happening for you. To be the catalyst. I won't even see the catalyst, but the little, I was about to say bridge markers. Bridge markers doesn't even make sense. But to be the little stones that guide you. If you're watching the video, I'm doing all these crazy hand motions directly to your soul purpose. Fucking love it. I'm saying that as much to you as I am to myself. It is a reminder still, even in this work, it is a reminder that things are happening for me and to love it, to give unconditional love to myself and the situation at hand, regardless. Because it's worth mentioning again, the true nature you is playful. Like when I was having a fit before I was recording this because of my arugula, my higher self was just laughing. She's like, it's okay. She thinks it's hysterical. And that's how everyone's higher selves think. They think it's hysterical. They think life is fun, playful. My higher self could see human me was really about to lose it over the arugula. Because guys, I was hangry. And if you know, you know, when you're hangry, I'm like, I could just die. So I'm hangry, the arugula is dirty, and I'm about to lose it. And higher self knows we have to cater to human me. Again, because we're energetic beings in physical form. So cater to human you. Okay, let's just put the arugula back in the fridge and clean it later. Let's just ditch the arugula for dinner tonight while simultaneously laughing about it. I'm so glad that happened right before this because I am LOLing. This happened, I don't know, an hour ago and I'm literally dying laughing over it right now. Which, guys, you ever catch someone when they're saying they're dying laughing or they'll put LOL, or I'm so infamous for this. I'll put LOL in all caps. I'm screaming in all caps. In my face, at most, will have this little smirk. Like this. Tell me anyone who's actually dying laughing when they type that. Internally, I find it hysterical. That's the funny thing. Mentally, I'm like, this is hysterical. My face, though, is like this. Or like, maybe I'm smiling like this, but if anyone is actually dying laughing, send me the video. I don't believe you. Which actually leads me, I get it, we're a little up, down, all around today in this podcast, but night chats with Megan. This is what you get with night chats with Megan. We all as a whole need to smile more. I'm not kidding. Was it last week or 2 weeks ago? It was literally a tool for me, a tool I was pulling for myself to just smile more because I have the worst RBF. You know, you know. My face permanently, I swear, sometimes is just like I've had people come up to me and say, you're monotone, which I love for me. Guys, I can't really raise the inflection of my voice that high. I love that I'm monotone. I could raise it up a little bit. I'm not like one note, but you get what I'm saying. My higher self, I don't know how I got to the monotoneness from smiling, but it essentially was alluding to smile, laugh, literally look at old videos or photos or look at old clips of moments in TV you find funny. I literally looked up. I don't know if anyone out there remembers this one clip from Modern Family. I didn't watch front to back every season, every episode of Modern Family, but it is really funny. But there's one clip that I can think about and I laugh. It's where Cam is one of the gay husbands, and he's screaming, Stella! Guys, wait, this is why I'm mentioning the monotoneness, because I literally can't go that much higher above that. I literally cannot go higher than that Stella I just did. That's why I had to bring up the monotoneness or the lack of inflection. Anyways, so I'm finding old photos, videos, and I'm just laughing and smiling. Even on my walk, I'm just laughing and smiling. And I also say that because smile in those moments where you are like, what the F is going on? How the F is this happening to me? That is literally the moment that is catapulting you to receive the things you desire most. That moment is a catalyst for you to attract anything you desire. Smile, laugh, giggle. I even started listening to funny podcasts again. I don't know why. I go through phases of podcasts, but I started listening to Giggly Squad, a few episodes of it. I see them on TikTok. I've listened to episodes in the past, but man, guys, there is something about mindless girly chatter. I love the mindless girly chatter because I was listening to it on my walk and I am just smiling and chuckling the whole time nearly. Smile more. Stop doom scrolling the news. That's me to me too. Stop doom scrolling what's in the Epstein files. You know what I mean? Laugh. As cliche as it sounds, life is meant to be fun. And the final thing to wrap it up is I am going to be hosting free webinars soon. I'm going to make it a whole series, and the webinars will be on intuition, self-image, things going on in the world. I will be intuitively answering your questions. And I am saying this, let me know if you have any questions about the webinars, because my sister texted me today. And I'm going to give her a certain type of voice, and she's going to be like, this isn't my voice, but in my head, Shay, this is your voice. My sister's name is Shay. She goes, what are your webinars about? My sister is very reflective of me. What are your webinars about? I'm like, intuition, intuitively answering questions, self-image. I'm like, I noticed you haven't signed up for them yet, because she hadn't until today. I'm like, you're not supporting your sissy? She's like, no, I just didn't know what you're doing. Guys, she doesn't talk like this, but this is the tone that's in my head of while she's texting me. I just didn't know what they were. That's why I didn't sign up for them. I'm like, what do you think I'm doing? Seances? You think I'm doing seances in my webinars? Guys, seances are like, in my mind, they're like crazy spiritual rituals that are probably actually putting dark forces on you. That is not my webinars. Anyways, I will link the sign up form in the show notes. Thanks for spending an evening with me. I'll see you next time. Had to end on ASMR.